Hello and welcome to Tea Time Books and Tuesdays with Betty. So today I thought that we were going to do a book haul because they had a book sale in Sweden recently, so I will just present the books to you and I could talk a little bit about the book that I'm currently reading for the book club that we got. So we can talk about that book. I've got my cup of tea. It's herbal tea today because I didn't want to drink too much coffee and I've just showered, so my hair is a mess, but life ain't perfect and so ain't my hair. I will actually go to the hairdresser on Tuesday and get this fixed. Oh well. So I didn't only buy books on the book sale. I bought bought 2 books from a series that I have, and it's the Percy Jackson series. Like, I got the 3 first books, but I bought the last 2, and it's, now I'm gonna see what it's called. Percy Jackson, The Battle of the Labyrinth. It looks like this in Swedish. It's very pretty. Look. And Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian. Actually, like, of all the Percy Jackson covers, I think that this one and this one are my favorites. They kind of got the same theme. I like it. So yeah, we got those 2, and I will finally read the last 2 books of this series, and I'm very excited because I watched the movies, and you know, what's her face, you know, the girl that gets the blanket on the 3 and she wakes up from being dead. I don't remember her name. Maybe you will remember. If you do remember, please send a comment down below, because right now I do not know at all what her name is. But she's the daughter of, you know, Zeus, whatever you want to call him. And I've never actually, I don't know what happens after that, and I'm so curious, so I'm actually very excited to read these. Okay, so now we get, actually I bought 2 more books from a fellow bookstagrammer, and I think I will introduce them now before we start with the book sale books. We got a lot of books, people. We got a lot of books. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about them too. I bought them from a bookstagram that didn't want them in the library yet. And the first one is, I'm just gonna check in my list what it's called in English. All These Beautiful Strangers by Elizabeth Clifford. Clifford. I actually don't know how to pronounce her last name, and I'm very sorry about that. But it's about, this was actually, I think this is from, I remember when it came out and that I was curious about it, so that when I saw that the bookstagram practically gave it out for free, I had to get it. And it's about this girl, Charlie Calloway. She's rich and she's 17 and her mom disappeared like 10 years ago. So she's struggling with her family's dark history, and I think that she kinda ends up in the midst of a cult where they're playing a game. I think it's a cult in this, I don't know, but I remember that I saw the cover and that I was very curious. It's a mystery. I think it's a thriller, and I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm looking very much forward to read this. Okay, it's a mess around me, so you know. And then the next one, because I'm a true crime nerd, I like true crime, and they also sold this book off for like no money at all. I don't think they devouring mine. And it's The Most Dangerous Animal of All by Gary L. Stewart and Susan Mustafa. And it's about a man who searched for his father and thinks he found the Zodiac Killer. I don't know. Nobody knows. I will probably know more when I read this. I'm very curious. And like, the Zodiac Killer has been it's a mystery. We don't know who it is. And we're still trying to decipher his messages to the cops and to the newspaper magazines. If you don't know about the case, I actually ain't gonna dwell into it, but he killed lovers in the 60s in lover lanes, and sent ciphers to the police, and he suddenly ended his killing spree, and we don't know much about him, more than that it is a male, because it is a male. So yeah, those were the books that actually weren't part of the book sale. I'm gonna drink a wee bit sip of my tea, and then I'm gonna continue with the book sale. Oh my god, I think it's gonna be too hot. I'm gonna have to wait a minute, or I can fill this up with water. I'm gonna fill this up with water, BRB. Okay, so now I fill this with water. I think it will be a bit better, but we will see. I don't want to burn my tongue. Okay, I can drink it. It's fine, it's fine. So let's talk about my book sale books. So here in Sweden we got a new set of Agatha Christie novels, like in new editions. And they are very pretty. I got 2 of them. I kind of wanted to buy them all, but I wasn't able to afford it. And my goal is to actually buy them all in the near future. I hope that I will get them all, I hope before they do not exist or are able to get anymore. But I got, and then there were none. I got a Christie. I don't know if you can see it. It's very pretty. I really do like this. God. And it looks like this, and then they're the usual little, yeah. So I'm very excited about this one. I have read And Then There Were None before, but you know, I read the older version of it, not the new version of it, and the N-word was in that one, and I was quite young when I read that. Like, I think it was 12 or 13, and I don't remember it. I remember that it is a thrilling mystery, because there are a couple people on an island and they're slowly disappearing one after another, based on a children's rhyme or a song. It's a classic. It truly is a classic, and I can't wait to read this for a second time and actually know what it is about and remember it. Remember that all the thrilling details. And the second one of this special edition, I got what is it called in English? The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. In Swedish it's Dolken från Tunis, and it's basically translated to The Dagger from Tunisian. Yeah, so they actually tell you what it is about, but oh well. And it looks like this, or they tell you about the murder weapon. And the inside is very cool too, like, look at that. And it's black like the others, but I like this, and I really do like everything about the front page. And I actually read this one before too. but I remember that I didn't get much of it, and I was quite young then too. I've always been a person that likes reading mystery novels, but so I decided that I will have this and I will read through it and I will get it this time. Maybe I will not see all of the clues, but at least I will enjoy it more than I did when I was too young to understand what I actually read. So, next book of the pile. This is, I know that this was released in like America like last week, I think. And that it sprang to the top of the list of most sold books, like of its release date, like of the day. And it's The Lost Village by Camilla Sten. This is the Swedish cover. And I remember when it came out in Sweden, I was very excited about it. And when I saw that it was on the book sale, I had to get it. And it's kind of like a documentary. They are gonna film a documentary in a city where people just disappeared for like the whole city disappeared in like about 60 years ago, and somebody decides that they are going to do a documentary about it and like trying to find clues. And yeah, I think it's gonna be thrilling. I'm very excited. And then we got, from the mother of Camilla Sten, we got Viveka Sten, and this is not translated. Maybe you haven't noticed her before. She's writing about murder. She had a series with where the main person was Nora, I think. I actually really do love the TV series of that one. If you haven't seen it, then check it out. It's good. But it's, if I would translate this, it's the sacrificer, and it's said in one of our very northern towns where you kind of go to ski a lot during the winter. And it's they find a body in a skiing lift, and it's frozen, like deeply frozen, and they try to like figure out who it is. We get to follow Daniel and we get to follow Hannah, and Hannah just came to Åre because she fled her home, the town that she recently lives in, because of various reasons. And Daniel is the police inspector at this town, so he gets assigned this. And they're both trying to figuring out the murder, while also Hannah follows another thing. She notices that a female cleaning lady is getting mistreated, and she tries to figure out who is responsible for that. So she ends up midst the investigation trying to help the police. She's also police, but she gets lent out to these parts of Sweden. Oh well. Yeah, it's I've actually already read this. It's good. It's the first of a series, so they kinda, it's character driven, very character driven. So yeah, it's that one. And then we got, I think we're gonna keep on doing the thriller, mystery, crying ones. So the next one is Denise Rudberg, 10 Pigs Down. I don't think these are ever translated in English of her books, but this is the 10th in a series, and I really do love this one. I love the main character, and it's a shooting at a diner. Yeah, we're gonna call it a diner in Stockholm, and the main character, Marianne Gidhoff, who is like, I don't know, I know it's a word in English, but I don't remember what it's called. And she, the DA, maybe? Yeah, the DA, I think, yeah. And she's trying to solve this, and she remembers a similar case in 93 where her husband was still alive and was working on that case, because they're both part of the Swedish justice system. And we get to follow Marianne and a girl, Sasha, who is part of the shooting in 93. So we get to follow two parallel stories that gets intertwined, and I really do love parallel life stories. So I was very excited for this, mostly because I really do enjoy this one. This one of the series, like, man, everything about this is, they call this genre elegant crime, and I really do enjoy it. Like, I like the elegance of elegant, yeah, I like that part of the novels that she writes. And we're gonna continue on the crime part of this, and it's Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Everybody has seen this, everybody has talked about it. I have become very curious, and I thought that why not? I will read this, because I think that I will actually like it, but who knows, and I know that the crime ain't the focus of this book, but I'm still gonna call it a crime novel. So yeah, if I am not even gonna tell you what it is about, because everybody has already talked about it, so why should I? Or I could talk about it, I could tell you, but I kind of feel everybody has heard about this, so you must be kind of tired of hearing about this, because I am. So I'm just gonna put this away. And the last one of the crime book is the, I'm gonna check, what is it called in English? Haven't I translated this? Probably not. Wait a second, I will check what it is called in English. Okay, so I've checked what it is called, and it's called The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Anyhow, you've probably seen this everywhere too, because I have. Because this is so recommended, and that it is like put as a young adult novel, but the author actually wanted to be an adult novel, so that's what it is. And I think it's in a cult. I actually haven't, I haven't actually read what it is supposed to be about. At first I kind of thought that it was another fantasy novel, and I wasn't really intrigued of the cover. Now that I know it's a mystery crime thriller, in that part of the genre, I'm very excited to read this. I think I'm gonna like it a lot. I kind of like the cover now that I know. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's about a cult. Who knows? And we got to the feel-good novels. My two feel-good novels. I really do enjoy that genre too. I think it's important to like have something, read something that just makes you feel good, especially in a world where we got so much. We got a panini. I'm not gonna use the word. We got a panini, and we got, like, there's so much violence in this world, and I kind of just want to feel good sometimes. I just want to dwell in a world where there aren't much crime or horrific happenings. So we got Jenny Colgan's, I'm just gonna check what it is called. Oh, The Endless Beach. Jenny Colgan's The Endless Beach. Yeah. And it's about Flora Mackenzie. It's part of a series, and she is readjusting to her life in a little island outside of the Scottish coast. And she has a cafe that she is having, and yeah, we get to follow a little bit of that. She hits troubles in the way, and the problem gets solved in the best way ever. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I actually very much like many of Colgan's books. And then we got probably one of my, like, I got almost all of her books in my bookshelf except for one. Yeah, so I bought a hardback one. It's Lucy Dillon's Where the Light Gets In, and it's about Lorna, who has moved back to Longhampton to make her dream come true, open her own art gallery. And she's painfully aware of handling her ghost from the past. Yeah, we get to follow her troubles and how she solves them, and it's probably gonna get solved in the best way ever. And I'm very, 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 very excited. Like, man, this is gonna be a cozy read. I'm very much looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to be back in Longhampton, to know, probably get to say hello to characters that we gotten to know earlier. Yeah, so that's excellent. And now I'm gonna talk a little bit about, or I'm actually gonna tell you a little bit about what I'm reading right now. So I'm just gonna fetch the book and I'll be back. And take a sip of tea meanwhile. Do that. Tea is good for you. So the book that I'm reading right now, it's The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And I'm almost through it, and I've really much enjoyed this. I'm very excited to talk about this with my friends and see what they think about it, and maybe talk about different topics that has come forward. Like in the beginning of the book, I was very uncomfortable by Celia's father, and if you have, I actually think that it's best, this is a book that it's best to go in almost blind. It's about circus and a magic and duel. That's all you need to know. It's good. Yeah. I'm very excited to finish it, but at the same time not. So yeah, we'll see. But that's what I'm reading right now. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded something in a while. It's been very busy at university, and I couldn't manage to get everything through. It was just so much at the same time, and I was like, I have to let something go, and it's probably gonna be booktube at this moment, because I have to focus on my exam and the things I have to get done there. It's been a lot, but thank you for watching. Please do subscribe or leave a comment down below if you liked it or if you didn't. But please do not leave a mean comment. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day. Cheers.